everybody. So in this video, we're still working on properties of exponents. So we'll go ahead and jump right in. Remember that when you are dividing with exponents, you want to simplify the fraction of your numbers. And then with your exponents themselves, you want to subtract. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to simplify my coefficients first. My negative exponents I am going to move. So this x to the negative 2, I'll move to the bottom so it becomes positive. This x to the negative 12, I will move to the top so that it becomes positive as well. I'll also do the same with y to the negative 2. So this is going to be 1 because 2 over 16 is 1/8. This x to the negative 12 is going to come to the top. So I have x to the 12th, and then on the bottom, I'm going to have that 8 from the 2 over 16. So 2 over 16, 1/8. This negative 2 is going to come to the bottom. So is this y negative 2. So that's going to be y squared. And then I cannot forget about this y squared. Now I will simplify. So the 1 over 8 is already simplified. Here I have 12 over 2. So remember, with exponents, we're going to subtract. So 12 minus 2, that's going to be 10. So I have x to the 10th power on top. On the bottom, we will have 8. And we have this y squared and this y squared. So remember, technically here what they're doing is multiplying. So when I multiply variables, I have to add the exponents. So this will be 8y to the 4th. And that is my completely simplified expression. Here you have a power property. So remember, this 3 is going to go to each value in the parentheses. This 3 will go to the negative 6, and it will go to the x squared. Same on the bottom. This 2 is going to go to the 3 and the negative 4. So let's write that out. Here we're going to have negative 6 cubed times x. This is 2 times 3. So that's going to be 6. This will all be over 3 squared times x to the negative 8. Remember, with the power property, you multiply your values. You only add the exponents when you're multiplying. All right? So here I'm going to simplify as much as I can. Really, the only thing I can do on my first step is take this x to the negative 8 and bring it up top. So here, this is going to give me negative 6 cubed. This is going to be negative 216. So if you do not have a calculator, remember the value here, this 3, tells you how many times to multiply it by itself. So that would be negative 6 times negative 6 times negative 6. That's how I got the negative 216. This is going to be x to the 6th times x to the 8. Now I don't have to worry about this negative 8. And this will all be over 3 squared, which is 9. So here we can simplify. We have x times x, so we're going to add, and then we are going to check to see if 216 over 9 is going to give us a whole number. So negative 216 divided by 9 is going to give us negative 24, and then 6 plus 8 is going to give us 14. And that's going to be our solution. Lastly, with the one on the right, here you have a fraction as your coefficient, and you have x to the negative 7. This actually would look a lot easier if this x to the negative 7 was in the denominator with the 2. So let's write it like that. Let's write this as 3, and then we'll say that's going to be over 2x to the 7th. And here we're multiplying, and remember, this is the power property. So this 5 has to go to the 2, and it has to go to the negative 1. So this will be 2 to the 5th times x to the negative 5th. So here we can do a couple of things to simplify. We can go ahead and say what 2 to the 5th is, and we know this x to the negative 5th needs to come to the denominator. So let's write this out. We have 3, and that's going to be over 2x to the 7. 2 to the 5th, remember you can just say 2 times 2 5 times. So 2 raised to the 5th is going to be 32. And this will all be over x to the 5th. So here, when we're multiplying fractions, remember we're going to multiply straight across. So we have 3 times 32. That's going to give us 96. This 96 will be over 2. And now here we are multiplying. So this is the product property. So we're going to add our exponents. So this will be 2x to the 12th. And now we can simplify our values here. So 96 over 2, this is going to be 48 over x to the 12th power. All right, that's going to be all for this example. I hope that you found it helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and we'll see you all in the next video.